Hello guys, my name is Tony Omachono, representing Value Plus Global Solutions Limited, a partner with Tally Solutions India, and I'm putting together this presentation as a result of several demands for quick access to Tally demo videos, so you can at the click of a button take a look at the features of Tally, and then you can reach out to us if you have further questions or you want specific references to be made to your own specific operations. We are very open to that, and we are very much available to answer all the concerns, or every question that you may have to ask. Okay guys, so this is going to be a Tally presentation, and just sit back and enjoy the rest of the presentation. Tally Prime is a complete business accounting solution, and it caters to various operations of your businesses, from inventory management to financial accounting to payroll. When I say financial accounting, I mean everything that ranges from accounts payable to accounts receivable to invoicing, to everything happens in between, and everything happens out afterwards, like receiving money, printing out or issuing receipts, and so on and so forth. You can also even issue out your LPOs directly from Tally to your suppliers, and also track the delivery of the items to your store. Alright, Tally has been in operation since 1988, and it is currently present in over 100 countries. It has multilingual capacity. That means you can actually post transaction in one language and view reports in another language. Tally supports multi-location, multi-access, and real-time transaction posting. So after every single transaction, you can go check your P&L, you can go check your balance sheet. So your balance sheet, your P&L, your trial balance, everything is updated after every transaction. So at the end of the month, or at the end of the quarter, or at the end of whatever accounting period you adopt, all you just need to do is click on that report and you are good to go. Alright. Tally supports flexible purchase and sales management. So in some cases, yours may be that you do your purchases by cash, or you do your sales by cash. Fine, Tally supports that. Or maybe you do your purchases by first of all requesting for quotation from your clients. You can capture that quotation. You can then capture your LPO against that particular quotation. You capture the invoices of the supplier against that LPO. You capture the payments to that supplier against the invoice. Or you want to skip any of this process, or even if it has to do with your sales, you first of all issue quotation to the customer. You can do that. You can track your goods delivery note against those quotations, and then you can also track the invoices you issue against the delivery notes you've done, and as well you can track your receipts against the invoices you issue. Now, in between all of this, you can track multiple delivery notes to one invoice. You can track multiple receipts to one. You can track one receipt to multiple invoices. So, depends on how flexible you want your operations to be. Tally can help you manage it. All right. Receivables and payable, awesome feature in Tally. For Tally Prime, you can actually look at every invoice that is issued on your system. You can track the invoices, look at the payments against those invoices, call up the bills payable or bills receivable account, and see what is outstanding against what customer, and so on and so forth. All features very easy on Tally. You can actually get to achieve that. You can generate your bills whether you deal in products or you deal in services. Yes, Tally supports both in terms of invoicing. So you can issue a product invoice, you can issue a service invoice. So It's all awesome on Tally. No issues. You can also automatically create a tax invoices such that as you're generating the invoice, the tax is automatically computed and applied to that particular invoice amount, and you are good to go. Multiple bill settlement, like I talked about earlier, you can actually pick multiple invoices and track your receipts against them at any point in time. So when you call up the accounts of a particular debtor, you can see all the invoices, and then you can just pick them or tag them and say, yes, I want to settle these particular invoices, and you are good to go. Tally supports multiple currencies. So in your local currency, you can post transactions, and then also you can post transactions in foreign currencies. Like for instance, in Nigeria, you can post transactions in USD and Naira, and you're fine. You don't have any problem at any point of capturing the transaction. All you need to do is impute the exchange rate on that particular day, and the system takes care of the rest for you. So multi-currency, very powerful feature on Tally. You can have as many currencies as you want. There are no limits to how many currencies you can create. All right. Multiple pricing is another very powerful feature on Tally, where it's very possible for you to create multiple pricing. Maybe, for instance, you have a separate price for suppliers, you have a for wholesalers, another separate price for distributors, another separate price for retailers, or consumers. So it depends on how you want to have that captured or presented on the system. Tally is well able to help you capture the multiple price levels, and all you need to do at the point of invoicing is just to pick the price level you're applying to a particular invoice, and boom, that's it. All the product prices are specified for that particular price level is automatically imputed or captured on the invoice. Yes, for your company, you can capture multiple addresses, and there are no limits to how many addresses you can have. Like for instance, you can send picture, you have the primary, you have the corporate office, you have the branch office, you have the factory, you have the warehouse. So you can have all the addresses as you want, and you can pick any of the addresses you want to be displayed on any of your documents, your waybill, your delivery note, your invoice, or whichever address you want picked out. You can actually do that with Tally with ease and no issues. Credit control is a very, very powerful technique on Tally. Yes, you can create a credit control regime on the system. For every vendor or every customer that you capture on the system, you can impute the credit limits in terms of amounts, or credit limits in terms of days. So you can decide to say you're giving someone a credit days of 60 days, you can put that on Tally, and then everything, once the invoices are beyond 60 days, you look to capture a new invoice for that person. Or you can also capture the credit limit in terms of amount. So the moment the invoice amounts begin to exceed the credit limit, you will not be able to capture a new invoice for that particular customer. Okay. Aging analysis. Yes, you can look at your aging analysis for invoices that you have tracked on the system, so you see which invoices are 30 days, which are 60, which are 90, which are 180, and so on and so forth, as you may want to set up your aging report. You can just click on the configure at any point in time, and you're good to go with setting up the aging reports. All right. So Tally also allows you, for every active Tally license you have, you can actually view your reports from anywhere on your browser. You'll be able to post transactions, but yes, you can view reports. So every report that's available on Tally is available on your browser. So if you're set up with the right credentials to view these reports on the browser, you are good to go. You can view those reports without any itches. Tally supports remote access for every license, every active license you buy. It supports 10 remote connections. That means, say for instance, your office is in Lagos, you have a branch office in Abuja and Kaduna. You can set up a server in Lagos to be constantly connected to the internet, and then 10 users from outside Lagos, whether in Abuja, Kaduna, or even Port Harcourt, or any other country in the world, you can actually connect using the remote connectivity protocol, and you'll be able to access your Tally as if they are right there with you in your office in Lagos. All right. The next thing here is the centralization of the books, the multiple branches. So that is no longer an issue. You can actually use you can create one specific data set and then create mirror data in your drop-down offices, where it's possible for them to capture the transactions, and end of day everybody can synchronize with the head office and you are good to go. So transactions are synchronized. When we set up a synchronization protocol for you, you can see these transactions updated on the central offices server at the specific times that you specify. Alright, Tally also supports profit and cost center management, so you can actually track costs to specific maybe departments. You can track costs to specific, maybe, say for instance, maintenance of vehicle. You can decide to look at which vehicle are you maintaining for how much. Say for instance, at the end of the year, you have vehicle petrol sitting as #1 million on your Travelers, and you can query that figure and say, show me which vehicles consume this amount of fuel, so you can know which vehicles are doing. But this can prove to be very useful in this in the hands of a business person, so you can make strategic decisions to know whether you should keep an asset or you should dispose of an asset. It also helps you to know which departments are profitable, which ones are high on cost, or rather driving your costs to over the roof, so you can know how to control these things. Very, very important feature on Tally Prime. Alright, so you can also set budgets for groups, you can set budgets for ledgers, you can set budgets for cost centers. So this way you can track at the end of the day, you need to know what was your budgeted amount, what was the actual amount, and what's the variance. Okay, so very beautiful feature on Tally. You can set multiple budgets and compare with whichever budget you choose at the point of checking your report. So you can have budget of sustainability, budget of revival, something like that. Just giving just thinking of my head. Alright, so at the end of the year you have your report already. Then you can compare that report with the budget of sustainability, see how you did in terms of the sustainability budget, and then see how you did in terms of your growth budget. So multiple budgets, very powerful feature on Tally Prime. Okay, payroll is another very useful feature that small, medium enterprises are coming to Tally because of this very powerful feature on Tally. Payroll accounting, it's automatically integrated with financial accounting system. You can generate a payroll with automatic computations. You can put in formulas, dependencies, dependent payheads, and so on and so forth. You can automatically generate pay slips. You can automatically mail these pay slips to all your staff without having to print them, directly from Tally. You generate your pay sheets seeing the spreadsheet of everything you paid for the month or for the year or for whatever period you want to see them. That's a very, very good feature of Tally. Alright, you can also resign employees. You can manage employee information like dates of birth, blood groups, next of kin. You can capture all this information on Tally directly. You can have multiple grouping of employees into departments, into projects, so whichever you want, you can actually do that on Tally Prime. Alright, so Tally also supports multiple attendance systems, so you can have however you want to process your payroll. You can create it has a robust attendance system for you to deploy on Tally Prime. Okay, so for every license of Tally you buy, whether you buy the silver license or you buy the gold license, you can create multiple companies and you can create group companies. So multiple companies, you have 5 companies, you don't need to buy 5 licenses, right? So you can have all the five companies created on the same license and you can run your Tally. So you're good to go with that. And because it supports multiple companies, it also supports group companies. So you can have your 5 companies now grouped into a single company. And at the end of the year, at the end of the period, at the end of the month or whatever period you're looking at your report, you can actually generate your group report and see one single P&L representing group performance, one single balance sheet representing group performance. So you're good to go. Alright, so Tally Backup is another very useful feature of Tally. It's encrypted, you can password your backup, and you can take the backup of Tally and store it wherever you want to take it to. Alright, so that's one very useful thing on Tally. You can also split your company on Tally. Say for instance, at the end of financial year, you can decide to want to start a clean sheet. It's all good. If you want to retain the same data set all through your accounting or multi-year, like keep the data for multi-years, fine, you can do that on Tally. There's nothing stopping you. Alright, so you can also define multiple security levels. So you have to put for data entry, put check report, you have to put post only payment voucher, put that in accounts receivable to post only receipts into the, our people in invoicing to post only invoices. You can also track, you can also maintain which reports each of these groups or profiles can see. So all this is a very, very useful feature on Tally. Okay, so user management is also very, you can create as many users as you want on Tally. At the point of creating, all you need to do is simply select what user role they should be falling into, and you are going to go with setting them up. You can decide to automatically create a default password for them that they can decide to change on their own using the password policy. So the password policy defines what the password should look like, what the password strength. Do you want to specify advanced parameters, and so the password expire, should it not expire? If it should expire, how can the user be able to change the password? Should they change it on first login? All this can be set up using the password policy. Tally also keeps a track of all transactions that were modified, cancelled, or deleted. This is a very robust audit trail that Tally has for you to be able to manage, whether for masters or for vouchers, whichever way you want to look at it. Alright, why choose Tally Prime? Now, for one, Tally licenses are lifetime licenses. None of those licenses are optional, and that means that once you buy a Tally license, you have 1 year free upgrade and support. At the expiration of the 1 year, if you want to renew your license, it's optional. If you don't want to renew, it's fine. You can decide not to renew. Alright, and you'll be stuck with the version you were at the point your license expired. Okay, ease of use. Tally is very easy to navigate. It has a go to a menu where you can just type what you want to do, and it's there for you. Okay, strict adherence to the principles of debit and credit. Now, this is the fundamentals of accounting. Unlike some other applications where, in some instances, debit may not be brought to credit and you're able to see the transactions at the end of the day, you are struggling with generating reports. No, for Tally, debits and credits must be equal and balanced, and that's the only way the system will accept that transaction. Alright, you can track your transactions at any point in time. You can view from the report. You can drill into any particular voucher to the voucher level to see the voucher that was posted. I even know who posted the voucher. Alright, Tally is very, very customizable. You can change literally almost anything on Tally. You can customize, you can change, you can make changes, you can add features, you can remove features, do it however you want to do it. Alright, you can also easily integrate Tally with other applications. Tally has the ODBC connectivity protocol, and through that you can connect to any other applications that you want to. Why should you choose Value Plus Global Solutions Limited as your plug for Tally accounting software implementation? One, over 16 years experience in IT and the accounting industry. Okay, so our experience is vast, our experience is very robust, it's far-reaching. We've handled implementations for manufacturing companies, services companies, production companies, inventory sales companies, So Our experience is very, very vast, and at the point of implementation, we bring this to bear. We have trained professionals handling all our implementation and integration and training processes. So you are in the best hands. You are short of the best hands to handle your project for you. We have a proven track record of value delivery. If you want us to give you phone numbers, email addresses of customers that are satisfied with our services, we can make that available to you. We have testimonials, and of course, our customer care is available to you at any point in time that you need us. Okay? You can reach us on the phone number provided. You can send us a mail. You can contact us on social media on LinkedIn and Facebook. Okay, guys. With this, I'll say thank you to you. If you have any questions, please feel free. Drop your questions in the comment section below, or take our phone number, give us a call, and we'll be glad to listen to you and attend to all your concerns.